Hello and welcome to Culture on I24 News. I'm Oded Grober, and today a very musical show for you. We'll host Israeli Argentinian musician Fernando Knopf to hear about his new album and to hear some music. An icon of Venezuelan pop releases an album of protest songs. And we'll hear about an all-female Hassidic rock band. But we begin with British actor and director Sir Richard Attenborough, who passed away on Sunday at the age of 90, just days away from his 91st birthday. He left behind his wife of almost 70 years and 3 children. He's also survived by his younger brother, famed nature broadcaster Sir David Attenborough. Richard Attenborough began acting in 1942 during the Second World War. He rose to prominence after his role as Pinky Brown in 1947's Brighton Rock, based on the novel by Graham Greene. After appearing in almost 60 films and television productions, Attenborough stopped acting in 1979, but returned to the screen in 1992 for Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park. He continued taking on small supporting roles until 2004. Attenborough started directing in 1969 with the musical Oh, What a Lovely War, and went on to make 12 films, including A Bridge Too Far in 1977 and Chaplin in 92. In 1982, Attenborough made what is considered his greatest film, Gandhi, about the life of the Indian leader. The film won 8 Academy Awards, including one for Attenborough as director, Best Picture, and Best Actor award for Ben Kingsley. In 1967, Attenborough received the honor of Commander of the Order of the British Empire, and in 1976, he was knighted for his achievements in entertainment. Since news of his death broke, condolences have been pouring in from members of the entertainment industry and British public life, including Roger Moore, Ben Kingsley, and Prime Minister David Cameron. Steven Spielberg said in a statement, Dickie Attenborough was passionate about everything in his life, family, friends, his country, and career. He was a dear friend, and I am standing in an endless line of those who completely adored him. Fernando Knopf is an Israeli musician born in Argentina, together with the band Latin Power. He's a pioneer of Latin music in Israel. Knopf is also the head of Latin Music Studies at the Rimon School of Music, and his new album, La Música es Sentimientos, was released last week and will be celebrated with a special performance on September 13th at the Zone Club in Tel Aviv. I'm very happy to have Fernando Knopf here in the studio. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, thank you very much.
So tell me about this new album, La Música es Sentimientos.
Well, this is my new album. It's a very big production made here in Tel Aviv.
Long time in the making.
Wow, it's like 8 years of very hard work composing and producing this city. Yeah.
Wow. So Latin music in Israel, what's define the relationship for you?
Well, you know, I come from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I made Aliyah in '96.
Yeah.
And well, the roots of you know, the music that influenced from my youth was tango, jazz, bossa nova, Latin American music.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a fusion of Latin jazz, world music.
And when you came to Israel, what
Yeah.
was the situation like? Was it a popular genre in Israel?
Well, less than now. Yeah, it's like the last 10 years or more. I think that the last 15 years, Latin music is growing very, very, very high. Also, the Israelis love Latin music. Mm-hmm. Salsa, you know, the Buena Vista Social Club, and tango, and yeah.
There is always this, at least that's how I see it, that Israelis see Latin music as very passionate, very happy. Is it the case, or Latin music has other faces?
Definitely. You know, it's very happy music with a lot of energy, but it's not only, let's say, music for the party, okay? I mean, this music The compositions are in a very high level, fusion of also jazz, tango, Argentinian folklore, Brazilian music. The harmonies, the melodies, the compositions, and the arrangements are a high level. So I think the best combination is to have good music, good quality, and to have fun with the music.
That does sound like a pretty good combination. You also teach the next generation of musicians at Rimon. How much interest is there in Latin music?
Well, I'm very proud to teach in Rimon for the last 8 years. It's fascinating to teach the young generation. They love music. They love Latin music. I have the Rimon Salsa Orchestra. It's a 15-piece orchestra. Yeah, singers, brass sections, percussionists. Let me say that in Israel, I think it's about the musicians, but it's startup nation also for music.
In what
It's
sense?
amazing because the level that you get from the students here, I say for export. Okay, after they graduate from
what you
Rimon,
say, there's innovation in the students.
Well, I don't know if innovation, but very, very high level.
I see.
Yes,
Because one of the criticisms about Rimon, if I can sneak it in, is that it produces mainstream musicians.
Also, yeah.
Not so much people outside of the mainstream. What do you think? Is that
No,
is there
I think I don't have any problem with mainstream music, but it's all around. It's also jazz, Latin music, world music, pop, rock. Yeah, and I think there are only two kinds of music: good music and bad. Yeah.
What can we expect of the performance for the launch of the?
On the 13th of September, we're gonna perform the songs from the city. Okay, with very, very special guests that recorded also in the album.
Okay.
We have musicians, great musicians from Israel, from Argentina, the great singer Italo Gonzalez from Chile, Eduardo Abramson in the bandoneon, Amir Pinto the percussion.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Great musicians.
We're gonna have a taste of it now, right? What are you gonna play for us?
All right, we're gonna play La Música de Sentimientos.
The title song, Fernando Knopf. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
La música es sentimientos, las penas y las alegrías, momentos de amor y tristeza para vivir la vida. המוסיקה היא ביטוי של רגש, רגש של שמחה או עצב, חיים של אהבה ואושר שילוו אותנו. תהנה כל יום ואל תשכח שחיים רק פעם אחת. לה 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 לא לה לה. No te olvides nunca que vivimos solo una vez. Disfrútala, oye, gózala. Escucha mi melodía para soñar. La música es sentimiento. La música es sentimiento, lo. La música es sentimiento. La música es sentimiento.
Continuing with the theme of Latin music, we move to Venezuela, where Yordano Di Marzo, an icon of Venezuelan pop, will soon be releasing his new album, Manifesto, which pushes the boundaries of freedom of speech in the country. Yordano was inspired by the ongoing protests in Venezuela and calls for change and unity. Daniel Campos has more.
Venezuelan pop icon Yordano Di Marzo has had an extensive career, having been active in the music scene for over 30 years. Although he was born in Rome, Italy, He has lived most of his life in Venezuela. Yordano wrote many famous love songs, but in times of trouble he composed songs of social awareness, such as his 1992 hit Por estas calles, On These Streets, inspired by the turmoil in his country during the early 90s. Now, 22 years later, he's preparing to release a politically charged album titled Manifesto, inspired by the anti-government protests which have rocked the country throughout the past year.
To write songs is to do politics. It means relating to each other, communicating, expressing your feelings, finding someone that will listen, and connecting with 2, 3, 4, 5, or even thousands of people. That song might even become part of someone else's life.
In modern-day Venezuela, being a musician with politically charged lyrics can be very dangerous. In 2012, Venezuelan reggae rap singer One Shot was shot in the head under suspicious circumstances. He was lucky to survive the attack after extensive medical care. When thinking about protest songs, famous sounds from North America in the late 60s are likely to cross our minds. The late Richie Havens performing in Woodstock, the famous singer Joan Baez, and even Bob Dylan, inspiring youth with their socially aware lyrics. But South America also has a lengthy history of protest songs, such as the brave Chilean singer-songwriter Victor Jara, who was tortured to death by the Pinochet regime, and Argentinian singer Mercedes Sosa, who was exiled from her country. With his new album, Yordano continues the legacy of protest song in South America. Manifesto is a brave step evocative of the words of the famous activist Emma Goldman, who said, "If I can't dance, I don't want to be in your revolution."
And now, Marina Smolyanov is joining me here in the studio with a very special story for us. Welcome, Marina.
Thank you, Dad.
So, what do you have? Something not very ordinary.
I know. Actually, just when I thought I had heard about all different types of or ways or creative ways for women empowerment, I heard about this band that is quite revolutionary.
Okay, and just the name is something.
Yes. So it's all-girl Hassidic alternative rock band called Bulletproof Stockings.
Wonderful. I love the name.
Do you have an idea how they came up to this name?
What is it? What is the origin of it?
So they're both from Hassidic homes. Dalia Schusterman and Pearl Wolf. They, one of them is singer, one of them is the drummer, and they came from New York, from Hassidic homes, and they called it Bulletproof Stockings because stockings is the traditional tights of the Hasidic observant Jewish women.
Right.
And bulletproof is actually a statement. It's a statement of women empowerment that they break all the chains of social pressure and all the oppression that women, especially in this society.
Than I thought, I have to say.
Exactly.
So, and why did they put this band together? What inspired them?
So they both met when they had a special time of their life. They had a spiritual crisis. One of them just got divorced for the second time, and the other became widow. And they found each other and created this band together.
And they're doing an all-female performance just for women. I mean, just for women. Men are not allowed.
Men are not allowed to the concerts, and because in the traditional Jewish observant homes, it's supposed to be a sin to men to listen to women's voice, unless it's their siblings or wife.
I see. And what kind of feedbacks are they getting?
They have actually very surprising feedbacks. First of all, they receive obviously very positive feedbacks from the women that come to their concert. They say it's inspiring, it's very motivational. They rock out the concert.
I guess Marina, I'll have to take your word for it because I'm not allowed to watch them myself. Thank you so much, Marina.
Thank you.
We'll end today with the MTV Video Music Awards, which took place Sunday night in California. Miley Cyrus took the Video of the Year award for her controversial Wrecking Ball video, received a lot of exposure and media attention when it came out last September. Katy Perry got Best Female Video for Dark Horse, while Ed Sheeran received Best Male Video with Sing. Beyoncé received the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award, which she accepted from her husband, Jay-Z, who took to the stage with their daughter, Blue Ivy, probably to help fight the rumors of hardship in their relationship. We leave you with a part of Beyoncé's 15-minute performance from the event, a medley of songs from her last album. Enjoy.